afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda here of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to 2 versus 2 on rails and metals. Between the south, you got here Fana and Warworm fighting for king and country for the 7th Armored Division. Rolling ahead here against the Han under the command here of Dusty and CPUeasy, fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. And the 107th Panzer Brigade, we got here joint operation already chosen. We got fortified armor, lightning wall, and mechanized here for Dusty, bulletins for scout cars, machine guns, Panzer Force and Panzer Grenadier versus Commando, special weapons, Vanguard, Royal Artillery, Royal Engineers, and more Commando with bulletins for infantry, mortars, grenades, machine guns, and tanks. There's certainly a lot to go here. We've got double pioneers for CPUeasy with an MG42 following up. For Dusty, a bit more standard. MG42 and Grenadiers here arriving for Tim. For the Brits, we have got here sections, Vickers with a universal carrier on the way, and actually now almost the same here for Warworm, except for just more sections. Push up here, we also got the Pioneers rising for some points around here as well, getting a bit more aggressively. Sandbags going down here for the Tommies. Dusty, on the other hand, not quite rushing as far as hit. The British already sort of securing the area around the house. Vickers, they're moving up.
New universal carrier ready for use.
MG4 sitting up there, but it's going to be out in the open versus the Vickers. That's not going to look well there for Dusty's machine gun crew. Grenadiers are following up there. They got a mortar on the way for Dusty's. I mean, obviously expecting what's going to be happening here eventually, which again, there's going to be a Vickers here, and he's going to need to deal with it somehow. Mortar, it's probably going to be one of his best methods to either smoking it, just bombarding it out. Here on the west side, not so much there. We got Pioneers moving over there. Looked like the MG42 also moving, a bit towards the centre, and then towards his Pioneers here in the west, around the fuel point there. We also got here, again, Dusty's pretty much operating on the idea that he's not going to make it towards the house here. There's going to be Vickers there no matter what, so instead he's basically walking at the far side around the machine gun. Might actually go for the car point that way, actually ensuring that it's going to be a waste of resources and also negate what he can do. So that's overall a pretty good approach. They got a trench going down there. The Rush Cabin pushed back the MG42 fight. Kind of just trying to push it slightly, and there you go. Gone out and there out for Dusty. In the centre there, we got a second MG42 out for CPUeasy. He's got 2 Pioneers, 2 MG42s. And, nothing else there really on the way so far.
And ready to go.
Trench almost done. Pioneers being hit there, spotting for the MG42, also the Grenadiers. Fuel cache up here for CPUeasy, so he's planning something that might aid them in a bit in the longer run with more armour and of course also a bit faster tech. MG4 up the section in bad position for that. And there you go, trench up. MG42, they're coming there, go section up in the open, there go into the trench. Grenadiers got a bit too close to the Vickers. And we got mortar fire raining down there. Dusty's not going to smoke it, at least not yet. Universal carrier slightly pulling back. We got take up here already for Fana, who's calling up sappers. That's a very early take up there. And we got a sniper on the way for Warworm. Up here we got fuel point, then we got sections taking in with sandbags, but Universal carrier supporting them as well. No support weapons there. MG42's covering the area, at least attempting to. Though mind you, this is a bit of a blind spot, so you should probably move that MG42 up here to cover that area better. Further fighting down here, continue, and Vickers push back there. Now attacked out in the open, which does make it a bit easier there for Dusty to deal with. So that could actually be a bit of a mistake there for Fun in an attempt to avoid the mortar. So he's exposed to machine gun there. And they're getting caught by the MG42's Pioneers and Grenadiers. Almost got a wipe there, got Universal carrier flanking in there. Universal moving up. Upgrades forward, almost got the Vickers. There we go, wiped, dead, told. Flamethrower on the way there, mortar push back. We have take up down the way for Dusty, and we have Fana already having take up. Like to make us come here further fighting MG42s. And no upgrade here fit for the Universal carrier. Could go for the flamethrower, that'll help with the machine gun inside there. And sadly, in this case, Dusty does not have any units that can actually grab the Vickers and turn against his British opponents. Perhaps they're working Universal carrier, which has now, of course, been upgraded to the Wasp, which was one of several weapons sort of variants that are based on the Universal carrier. I believe it was a Canadian one. There was also some which had anti-tank guns mounted on them, and there was a German one which actually had Panzerschrecks mounted on them, becoming essentially a Panzerjäger. Fun fact there. Further fighting up here. Brits slowly losing ground to all the machine guns. The Pioneers moving ahead. And Vickers is going to be grabbed by the British back once more. And there you go. We've got a full right here for Dusty, who's also called up a sniper now. Grenadiers low on health moving up here. Bit risky there. Slightly losing ground here further on, but at the same time Dusty has been forced to severely give ground here. No command point or anything that's immediately help him. There we go, Grenadiers pushed out to the open. Wasp, a massive threat there to his Grenadiers, particularly inside the house there. Sniper mortar covering, more Grenadiers on the way for Dusty. They like to make a nice complete good thing. And there we go, we got a 2-2 up here for Easy. Like to punch Spearwagon. Brits losing ground in the north. Nothing here from their platoon command post. And for Mr. Fana, we got another section with an armoured car on the way, so it's always going to be moving more aggressively, I think, than the Warworm. Sections got killed somewhere. Looks like the sappers were killed. I guess he was not fast enough to get them out there, or he pushed his luck a bit further there against Dusty, and that was sensible with them. Either way, sapper section was lost. Even though almost down. Sniper doing what they can, need to pull that back for repairs before the 2-2 knocks it out. Section out in the open here. Still of health left. 2-2 moving ahead, rushing forward. Sappers moving up there. He's not going to make it, he's not going to make it, and there we go, massive fireball. Sergeant Gruber blows it to bits. Meanwhile down here, section with flamethrower support moving ahead, we've got lots more scout cars down the way for Easy. Like to punch Spearwagon. Lieutenant Hartman with his scope D43 moving about there, hoping not to get caught there. At the same time, slight more break for him. In fact, looks like Warworm has completely collapsed in the north, leaving nothing behind. He's making for a more efficient retreat than Dunkirk. And we got 2-2s on the way as well for Dusty, though we do have the AC out here for Fana. He's moving towards the west to support his teammate there, perhaps frustrate the Germans there, the Hun. As for Warworm, we have got still no sort of choice there. Also, neither, well, any other player besides CPUeasy yet to choose a doctor. And Easy, by the way, could go for an officer, but has yet to do so. AC engaging, and there's nothing really there to stop it right away. I mean, there's 2-2s that could sort of remember they have to come. There we go, catching the other universal carrier, this time Fanas. Trying to see a bit of trouble. In fact, just been able to gain here. In fact, the British quickly to ground here to the Germans. Although the armoured car there almost went down to the AC. Biggest covering here quite nicely, and we got the other 2-2 moving up. But Stusty's also moving about here a bit as well. Teleman's going down the road, good spot, good spot. 7th Armoured striking at the moment quite severely versus Harry Hun. Obviously, it's a thought here. Or at least some Panzer Grenadier there for CPUeasy. And there you go, Dusty 2-2 there. No, doesn't go for the sniper set, goes to the AC, and we got 6 Polygon getting for a good hut there. A good hit, not a good hut. This is Shack nearby. Grenadiers flanking in behind him, in this case caught by a massive infantry section surge there from both Warworm and Fana. Simply outgunned there. Sniper opening up in the 2-2, and there you go! 2-2 down to 6-pounder gunfire. Dusty's Grenadiers moving in there. 2-2's got these repairs. And 6-pounder gun continues to advance here. We got a lot of Bren guns out here as well from Warworm, increasing the firepower as men can bring to bear there versus the Jerrys. And Reinhardt dead to the sniper. Sniper's quickly proven to be quite a threat there to the Germans. More 6-pounder gunfire this time as the other 2-2 M4 choosing up into the RPS rounds might help the other ones who approach coming from the north to catch the British here as well. No sign of that so far though. Incendiary armor being looked up, and there goes got the 2-2. Looking rough there, mortar moving up. Still leaving an before 2 there. We got a bunker going up here, and it's a medic bunker. Is that intentional or is that an accident? Because for a medic bunker, it certainly strikes me as a bit of a peculiar setup. Half track on the way for Dusty, allows reinforcement, could also be used to quickly pull off an assault there, and of course supported afterwards. Either way, Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen, nice to see. Achtung. Soloing ahead there, Kennedy's running out. And in before 2 are holding these sections down quite nicely. And we got another 2-2 on the way there for Dusty. And he's gone for mechanized, by the way. He's got mechanized, and we got joint operations there from the German army. And before they're getting swarmed, hit with a lot of firepower. 2-2 not fixed up, they're trying to sort of help here. So now the British are focusing massively on the western top. You also got a forward assembly going up here for Warworm, mortar firing around here the British positions, allowing him to reinforce here. Not a bad idea at all, not a bad idea at all. Gives them something to work with. I suppose he could have tried placing a bit more up here, but this one's a bit more covered by the terrain indirectly. Troops in a bit of trouble. And there you go, setting up around the command, or the medic bunker. There you go, 2 Grenadier squads inside. We got 2 2-2-2s. What could he be planning? He's clearly planning an assault here since he's actually popping in troops there. 2 2-2s. Sniper setting up here. Perhaps he were to set up the mortar and then, well, I mean, if he pull up something, I would suggest sort of moving up for him, the main road, and pulling up behind here. Perhaps going the forward assembly, otherwise catching the British from that angle. It's going to be a bit risky otherwise. It's also, I think, should work best here with an assault from Easy from the other side. There you go, he's moving in, not quite there. In fact, he could gonna miss the Ford Assembly, going straight here for the Universal Carrier and the AC. We got the half track going up here as well. 1, 2, 2 almost down here, taking quite a few hits there from the AC anti-tank and all top here firing in the north. We got 2, 2 empty 4, 2 push from the north. We got a 2 fire rain now from someone, I think it's a British player. Almost got the AC and then it is popping out here a bit late. There you go, 2 to 2 down as well. Didn't quite work out. What he probably should have done is actually, and right here I think that might have got mid to focus, and they seem to have popped up the gun and used to sort of attack from here, perhaps catching some of the support elements here from another angle instead. Now he's getting caught in a bad position, flamethrower fire there. So half track's also about to go down, Texas moving in from the north now as well. He doesn't have cover, he's exposed out in the open. And the mortar's not quite there to help either. The assault from the EC didn't quite work out either, though he's actually got a lot more fuel caches. Looks like he's going to lose at least one grenadier squad here. Nasty loss there for Dusty. Almost got the Universal Carrier though, almost, but there we go, got it. There's a lot of section there, plus the sniper, and we got bolted section there by the way for Warworm. And the worst part is, any casualties here can immediately, sort of for him at least, for Warworm that is, and also for Fana, be quickly replaced. We also got a sniper out now here for Fana, so this is actually a sizable loss there to the Germans. Dusty, oh no! He's down to just a mortar and a machine gun. That is massive. And he calls up here in a bit of desperation, I suppose. A 250 half track. That was a massive blow right there to Dusty. So Paul McCrop can go for a Panther 4 now, but now it's down to EC. And EC doesn't have it easy either. The Germans are down to barely nothing. Huge loss here to the Panzer Brigade, but 250 half track out there, which by the way did have machine guns there, mounted to fire from the front, in theory also from the rear actually. Rushing it, trying to keep the British under pressure. We've got a Bofors going up here to cover the north there. The British right now actually had an excellent opportunity to go on the offensive since they got a lot larger forces. The Germans are not in a good condition, but so far they don't quite seem to be pushing it. Best the Germans a lot here. Vickers caught out in the open here by the Grenadiers to start the half, taking quite a bit of damage. We've got a fresh assault here, so there we go, a bit more aggression. But managed to get into the trench. The lucky bastard. Almost got the Vickers there, almost got the Vickers, small 6 minute again reinforcing and so on fighting here. Probably also recruit that 6-pounder gun soon enough. Almost got the Vickers there, almost. Assault platoon have a section fighting from the trench quite nicely. And we got an air gun, we got Vanguard for Fana. Mortar firing up, there you go, section getting behind the MD-42 inside the trench. And there you go, the 250 half tracks for the rescue, but MD-42 has been pushed back. Fanning continues up here as well, getting back the fuel point, bleeding out the Huns. Yeah, it is. Sniper fire. But right now he lacks something to sort of seriously damage the Grenadiers inside the half track there. Popping out in the open. It's probably not best idea right there considering the circumstances, and does his Grenadier suffer foot. Tries to rifle connect, didn't quite work out there. Oh, he lost the Grenadier squad. Dusty's losses just keep being horrible. More pioneers on the way for him. We got further assault here. Panther 4 not leading the way, but taking hits up for the 6-pounder gun. No, he's moving forward. He's trying to get behind it, which is really nice. Problem is, there's another 6-pounder gun, and the Panther 4 is down. Smoke bombs down for Dusty. It's trying to save the day, but it's just too late. Oh, this is bad. I mean, really, it was a very valiant and nicely attempted hit, but Dusty, the problem is, probably should have gone behind them instead of through the center there, and also popped the Grenadiers at an earlier point there. But right now, the Germans are in a horrific state here. We got command bunkers, machine gun bunkers basically here. We've got a forward fighting position here for CPUeasy. Rather trying to keep the British tied up there, but that's, I feel, rather going to be a waste of manpower. Meanwhile, Dusty's just got very little left. Going for the zones of Paul McCord, might be able to get some panzers out there. Meanwhile, the British got commando sections. They've also suffered some loss. It's not like there's a complete loss here for the Germans either. But it's not looking frightfully optimistically either at the moment.
Causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
British players also taking up here. Company command post, can probably soon go for some tanks. Some Cromwell, Centaurs, and Bosnian comms. There you go, trying to steal the 6-pounder gun, doesn't quite work out there. Instead getting hammered there by Bofors fire. Yeah, you think the Germans have got going for them with all the fuel caches, which ensures that even with the current state of things, they actually get a fuel advantage over the British. But they are otherwise very low in infantry and otherwise fighting units. But they might be able to build up a panzer advantage. There we go, 250 half check. Now the pioneers in it, rushing forwards again, catching the Vickers section there, out in the open. Burning it to a crisp. Yeah. There we go. Almost got them. We got a grenade off there. Not quite enough, but still pulling back here. Not risking it. Not risking it. We also got commanders out now here for Fana. Really getting in some serious troops there. 24-2 set up nearby the medic bunker. Mortar nearby could further move up a bit there, and overall more pressure here against CPUeasy. I think he just realised this is not going to work out. He's just fighting a doomed course right here, just getting ground down with the British in a battling position. Again, he's just down to now 2 MD42s, 1 MD42 and a Stuk. Yet they keep fighting on for Germany. They truly believe in Endsieg. But yeah, overall I would say this situation is not functional. Easy needs to basically break off, then tries to work with Dusty here. In that regard, the British have so far displayed a bit of better teamwork there than the German players. Panther 4 they're arriving. Stuk there getting pushed back. MD42 needs to get away as well. Doing some damage, but it's not really looking good for them. And it's time here for the mid-game analysis. In terms of damage, the Brits ahead. In terms of kills, Warworm's far ahead. In fact, Warworm's so far the player here that's performing the best out of all others. Dusty's definitely the one having a harder time, though. Well, he's ultimately the one performing the best of the Germans. At the same time, Easy's just lost so much. I mean, in that sense, again, the problem with Easy's just been sort of feeding into a grinder, just attacking the Brits head on time after time. Compare that with Dusty, who's been much more agile, much more fluid, but of course, he's still been taking some quite nasty losses there. So, I mean, really, I think to some extent, it's Dusty that's sort of carrying the fight. And, I mean, while CPUeasy, of course, is providing a lot of fuel, that doesn't really help if he ends up crippling himself. So right now, the Germans have quite the way to work up from if they have any chance of winning this. As the British are currently in a pretty strong position. Again, Warworm really sort of been carrying it. Fana again, I mean, he's done some damage as well, but a bit more equally. Again, it's Warworm sort of really been again facing off, and it's probably because he's just been grinding down Easy's men. In that sense, though, it's probably because again he's just had the easier time in terms of army value. And there's a bit of a difference there. And again, CPUeasy not doing so well. The resource float-wise, the Allies have been feeling a bit more here, and points held. It's a bit more of a toss-up. Right now, again, for Easy, break off here. Stop pouring them into this. I mean, that can be something that a lot of German players fall into. General all players, you just keep sort of attacking a point there, despite how well defended a frontal assault is and how much costly it is. They just keep doing it. In this case, what CPU needs to do is break off and try to attack elsewhere. In this case, work with Dusty, so at least that way, initially pull together resources, perhaps standing a better chance of actually doing something together. So that's definitely something they need to do there. Also, you know, get some armor out, some more Panther Force, but also infantry. Right now, they're both short in infantry. CPUeasy, for example, I think would benefit from some Panzer Grenadier to that way add some assault elements to his force. Same for Dusty here, though. Of course, he's got Grenadiers. He could probably go for some few Panzer Grenadiers mixed up, but otherwise, more armor as well, more Panzer Force, and some Stuks down the road. And of course, maybe using some doctrines, they could perhaps consider throwing in a howitzer here and there. But overall, what they need to do is, you know, not attack head on here. What they need to do is actually try and attack through here again. This time not going through here, but actually sticking through here. Go for the cover points, force the British to act, to have to actually abandon their position, sort of attack through here. Or, of course, they could just sort of take it even further and straight up attack the British base. I mean, again, a lot of the resources are pooled up here, which means if the Germans were to attack here, in part, again, it would just be really difficult for them to get all down there fast, because, again, the base is actually quite separate, but also because, in the case of Warworm, a lot of it's, some of it's actually quite, you know, static resources you can't easily move. So, I mean, assault here, properly conducted by both German players, could be, you know, quite devastating, but separate the two British players to a certain extent. Of course, they could also mop up Warworm afterwards. So that's something that I think that could be considered for the Germans. But otherwise, you know, strike here, strike for the car points, force the British to have to act, sort of get them out of their sort of fortified positions, that way deal with them. Because right now, I think this sort of spot of terrain is basically the Germans' best hope of actually winning this. Again, stick to this sort of less dug in, because that's not going to work out for the Germans at the moment. So more Panzers, more sort of high yield firepower units like Panzer Grenadiers and upgraded Grenadiers, but also perhaps some more half tracks. Less just charging straight into the mix of it. So if they can pull that off, I do think the Germans have a chance of winning the round. But if they just decide to keep attacking here, it's going to end up terribly. For the British, they're in a good position. I mean, they've suffered some loss, but overall they're in a stronger position than the Germans. What they need to do is obviously get armor out. Warworm needs to choose a doctrine here. And obviously everyone works. Royal Artillery could be quite helpful, though Commander could as well, I suppose, Royal Engineer. I mean, there's certainly options there, but basically he needs to choose something, and they need to attack the Germans a bit more. They need to get more aggressive, push through the centre as well, perhaps sort of try and get the CPUeasy from the while he's still in the north, or perhaps similarly try and trap through here and then catch Dusty from the rear. I mean, either way, you know, get a bit more mobile, get more attacking, perhaps try and sort of suss out those fuel caches, wreck them, hurting the Germans quite a bit. But they certainly need to get a bit more aggressive as well. At least Fana needs to do, because he's not the one with all the emplacements and the likes. Him getting weapon racks, by the way, good move, good move. He probably should have gone that sooner. Should also consider, I think, some bolted sections. Beyond that, not so much else. Obviously, what at least suggest one of them go for Anvil, and perhaps the other one going for Hammer. Well, Hammer, obviously, but Anvil could perhaps also be useful. In particular, Warworm then say goes for Royal Artillery, then Anvil together with that, so he gets air burst shells. Could be, you know, quite useful. Allow him to sort of really devastate any infantry attacks the enemy might throw at them, amongst other things. Beyond that, not so much to say, so let us return to the fight and see what actually happens here. We got Panther 4 with 250 support, then moving ahead. More to 74-2's nearby. Germans up here again, need to get the devil out of there. Going down there, catching the glider there, catching the Vickers. Looks like Fana did not move that one out of their way. Good, who knows? Either way, wrecked, wiped.
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Brits moving up, he hasn't grabbed the weapon racks, so have now been unlocked. Not all those lovely Bren guns and Piets. Pioneers popping back in. CPUeasy going for more Pioneers himself, perhaps an officer as well, but otherwise Panzer Grenadier. And looks like he's finally realised this is a pretty bad idea. He's pulling back, repairing his Stuke a bit further away from the front. Panzer 4 half to their ground territory, pulling a bit further back, using the Vickers now here. That way, Dusty's Knights are the one with the larger force out of the two German players. Quiet here. And we got a retreat here, perhaps realising something might be brewing here. Trench cleared out, good work. Stuke being repaired. Dusty can almost go for another Panther 4, though of course he could also go for a Stuke. Trying to clear out a command bunker with an anti-tank rifle, I think, is a bit arduous work, rather slow as well. We got air recons here from CPUeasy, allowing to quick get an idea there with the British position out of the Bofors will make that less easy. Good lord, the Luftwaffe's about, my god, quickly shoot it down! There you go, assault here, didn't pop back up, we got a Bofors as well, 6-pounder guns here again in that sense. British perhaps all realising this is going to be the next spot where the Germans are going to be attacking, they're all going to dig in. So that rather increased the challenge here for the Germans. They need to pull off something sensible here. That or artillery, which again, considering they have both access to howitzers, could be an option there. Otherwise, again, well, attack the bases. Again, they're quite open, so that's also an option there for Dusty and CPUeasy to sort of pursue. That's the second Bofors up here. That's 2 Bofors now up for Warworm. That's quite a bit of aircraft, but also a bit of anti-infantry. Also managed to cover the central victory point. Mines it off there. MD42 covering here. And we got a howitzer up here for CPUeasy, so some artillery being brought up here. From a nearby infantry, they're shown to crack the Brits perhaps. Push up here with a lot of Bren guns. It looks like some Piers as well. They need to fall back in the quarter position. Command tank going up. Can he get it out of there? Looks like it. Looks like it. Panther 4 fires. High closure shell misses. And we got MD42 covering here. Actually, that's the Vickers. Never mind. We got commanders with Bren guns as well. Interesting. Not a bad idea though. They can, by the way, fire them on the move. And I think basically the thing is for the Brits, depending on who has the Bren gun, it actually has different stats. I think the Commando Bren gun is actually the version with better stats. So basically they can fire it on the move, and they can sort of outperform the Tommies with it decently. So I mean, fun fact there. You just don't see it very often, but it's a better one there. Shots down the command tank, need to pull back, Stuke firing in, commander charging forwards there. There you go, laying down fire there as they advance. Light gun bomb off on the MD42, wipes it, another loss there for EC. Scheiße. Keep using Maschinengewehren und men. Going to explain this to Führer. Command tank going in, we got a flank in behind him, we got caught here by sections, more Bren guns. A lot more Bren guns. And we got a 17-pounder gun going up here for Warworm. 6-pounder gun firing well, so we got sniper supporting it, it's looking pretty rough here, and we got artillery going down here for CPUeasy. Around the 6-pounder gun, trying to silence it. Commanders there, looks like they got a bit of a loss there for Fana, which is men rather far ahead, but in this case got punished. And we got moving up here, against the Howitzer. We got a Stuke there trying to pop. We got a Panther 4 on the way here as well. Light gammon bomb there. That's only going to clear it out though. Meaning they just have to recruit it. That's about it. MB42 coming here to send a bit sniper fire. And we got the 17-pounder gun firing away as well, causing Dusty to pull it back. Panther 4 almost done here. And also pretty much alerts Germans to the fact that there's a 17-pounder gun there on the spot. Sniper there being hunted down by the Panther 4. Even if its chariot ring has been jammed, there's still the pin bump machine. And there we go. Lawrence of Manchester's quite dead there. Commander's being run off, half taking in repairs. The Germans are somehow holding on here again. I think the British were a bit slow to get sort of moving again, meaning the Germans were able to sort of replenish their ranks with some speed, and finally he's actually taken quite a few losses again. His high commander force there might have extended himself a bit with genuine assault and suffered for it. And we got another fort of Jesus Cloud here, which means another officer. So he's quickly turning to a full commando force. Interesting enough, neither of the British players has actually gone for any tanks, which is definitely something. We do have a Firefly here for Fana. British infantry moving in here. South a bit exposed there actually. At the same time, the British moving in with zero anti-tank. They're saying no Firefly, no Cromwell, no nothing, and most of them might have some Piets. And that house there is definitely not safe to stay in and fight from.
The enemy is taking our territory.
German falling back here. Dusty forced to pull back. Got another Panther 4 there in the way for him. EC still the one with over slap them off. Oh, a second howitzer. Good lord. House collapsed. Brits dead. Bren left behind. Bad news here for Warworm. Needs to retreat the remaining sections before they get annihilated as well. Bofors going to need to repair. Still no doctrine there for Warworm. Still no doctrine.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Firefly hanging back. We got commanders shouting forwards there. Well, air landing officers. Panther 4 setting out. Spotting scopes up. Enemy folks on the way as well. Ren gun there for the Grenadiers, increasing their firepower versus the enemies of the Reich. And Firefly on the hunt there for Panzers. And soon the Germans will be able to lay down some rather sizable barrages there versus the British. I mean, Warworm could consider going for Royal Attempts, at least a better chance of counting that, or I suppose you could try and go for this one, calling Navy in that way deal. There you go, Commando Assault going up. Here's Firefly supporting, getting a bit too close here. At the same time, Commandos need to be careful. A lot of firepower there, MB42s plus Panzers. 17-pounder gun turning about here. Panther 4 almost knocked out, but still Dusty makes use of the train here in the house to sort of minimise the fire there, but also negate the 17-pounder gun, which can only shoot through stuff at Veteran 1, and it's here to get there. Officers almost right up here, taking heavy fire. And there we go, Stuke knocked out here. CPUeasy did not handle that too well.
Ready for anything.
Using the Ford Gladiator as a forward retreat point and enforcement point. But also consider going for some medics. Panther 4 hanging about here. Dusty really seems so intent trying to flank through here. We got snipers, we got caches up there as well. And that Bofors is just getting hammered. A lot of 10.5 centimeter fire there. Almost got it at the same time. 17-pounder guns taking hits. They got Firefly coming in there. Most repaired there. Panther 4 that has a damaged turret ring, and there you go. Other Panther 4 gaining Veteran 2. Firefly close to half health, needs to get away. Close to Veterans 1 though. Sexton's being hit. Their 17-pounder gun can't really do much again. The terrain's not helping it. And Darcy's really trying to capitalize on much as possible. We've got teams moving up here, but they got under the aegis of the Panther 4. That's quite up to well. Panther 4 down here. Couldn't be planning a base assault now. There's something else planned here by Dusty. She's going to take hits. They're going for the central big 2 point. Almost got the Bofors there. Almost got the 17-pounder as well. Sappers taking losses. There you go. Pioneers caught here. Almost got the Bofors. Now they're still going away for CPUeasy. Dusty's got plenty of resources to go actually. British not really going for more armour. Warworm could easily, I think, go for some Cromwells or Fireflies, or maybe go try for the Comet, which is Doctrine. Just to do something.
Destroyed by the enemy.
And the Bofors finally went down here under repeated heavy German artillery fire here from the howitzers. Second wing hit in front of the Panther 4s. Germans there doing what they can there to support the Panther as they push forward. We've got a 6-man gun down here that they could try to maneuver it, blitz it. And there goes Sexton, who's back sniper there. They'll eventually see the first kill, but there you go. Quite outmaneuvering the anti-tank gun, which is unsupported. Smoke screen down to deny the sniper any chance of shooting at the machine gun there. At the same time, got to push up here, got called here by 942. Officers will not be able to make it any further there. Over our flat down there, goes 6-pounder gun annihilated. Got the Firefly moving back here now with tulip rockets attached to the 6-pounder gun moving down here. Bridging to continue forward. Getting suppressed by the MD42 again. Taking heavy fire there for the mortars as well. Mortars falling down. They got command tank supporting on top of everything. And we got CPUeasy there moving as well as getting another Panther 4. Firefly moving up. They can't quite hit the targets. Of course, they're a bit too far away. More artillery fire there, closing a bit here too there on the lighter Feldtau bits. Oh, officers taking severe casualties. Those howitzers are clearly paying themselves off for once. Ooh. Whoa, that missed the 251 half track. But there you go, artillery strike down the 6-pounder gun and the Firefly position, plus the sniper. There you go, flanking in behind, trying to catch the sniper, 17-pounder. Oh, got it. Grenadiers almost wiped as well. 5 kills there, veterans who won. Sniper hanging about there, 38 kills. And there we go, mortar raining down the 17-pounder gun. Sappers could be wiped out here. The Germans are basically crushing the Brits here around the positions. In this case, they dug in hard, and CPUs responded by basically going full Falkenhayn and pulling off a minor battle of Verdun here. Probably more successful than Falkenhayn, but just sort of, pinning them to the position because they're trying to defend, and then crushed them with the sheer weight of artillery as they tried to do so. Also got a fresh half-track out here, 4 dusty spotting scopes on that one as well. Infantry force at the front line, but also get pulled off some more mechanized assaults. Of course, you'll have to see me dust that, and if so, a bit more successful than the previous one. Command tank there taking direct from the Firefly. Sexton will have support with the sniper.
Right, chaps. This is what we're doing next. Pay attention.
Officers standing about there, showing the ones with the Bren guns.
Ready. All ship-shape and Bristol fashion.
Mentioned to one for the command tank. Stun, Stuck moving in, Panther got a massive assault here. Sniper dead! Sniped by the Stuck! Achtung! Firefly moving in, but it's actually caught gunned here. Taking hits from the Stuck. Panther force moving in. We got air supremacy going in there. Strafing support. Firefly though in a pretty bad position. Close to 2 and increased damage. Also increased the rate of fire. Oh, it's reached the rate of fire. Almost got it, there you go, Firefly down, Firefly down. Sizable armored force now for CPUeasy, 2 Panther 4s, an Ostman and a Stuck. For Dusty, we got 2 Panther 4s as well, plus a half-tech and some infantry sections taking fire.
The enemy are attacking.
Pulling back here away from the base, at least for the time being, due to the strength and support, at least until the Ostman can deal with it. More armor support moving in. Ostman all the way back here. We got more air reconnaissance from CPUeasy as well. Nothing from the Buffos against it though. And there you go, looks like the strafing support got shot down there by German anti-aircraft fire. 17-pounder gun goes down to artillery as well. Sign looking a lot uglier there for the British, and Stuck almost crashed by one of his own aircraft, but possibly the British. Another Firefly out, this time from Warworm. It's Fana here, could consider going for the crocodile.
There's a crocodile ready to cause all
And he
kinds of
goes for it, he goes for it.
Finish the mission.
Fiery doom on the way. But the Germans have definitely managed to turn what was a bleak situation into something that looks a lot more, well, positive for them. Charging forwards here, now utilising the full might of the Panther for Firefly moving in. But at the same time, just getting outmanoeuvred here, outflanked by the Panthers. There you go. Shot first, there you go. Damaged. And damaged engine Firefly. Tulips it, 1 misses though. Panther loses it. Command tank moving out as well. Got the crocodile nearby. Stuck supporting. Firefly down, kaput, British Panzer kaput. Crocodile moving up, they're not crossing its own men in the process, somehow. Despite they probably should be dead. And there you go, stunning it. Showing you can't fire there. Tanks moving ahead, Stuck moving ahead. Looking pretty grim here for the Allies. Of course, the howitzers could be firing any moment now to just shatter the Tommies further. So far, I think they were firing somewhere. Not sure when. There you go with that. We got a surrender. GG. The British were crushed by the might of the Wehrmacht. Bit of a brutal battle in some sense, but also a bit shorter, and also displays, certainly one way of handling the British again. If they dig in somewhere, you don't keep attacking there. In this case, I think it was rather Dusty sort of realised what they were doing wasn't quite working out, and sort of managed to pull Easy also a bit further away from that quack mindset, sort of pull through here, where they made repeated attacks. Then Easy basically went full Falkenhayn, just began shattering away there with artillery, which also ended up doing quite a bit of damage. They're killing quite a few troops as they were moving through there a lot, because again, all of a sudden, they were not here, and the retreat points were actually surprisingly close to it as well, so that rather ended up working out for the Germans as well. The British all of a sudden weren't quite as mobile again. They invested a lot more into static firepower, couldn't really react very well. Didn't really much sort of bring up armor, and the Germans basically, with all the casualties, basically just keep pumping up Panther Force. And that way, partly used them as reconnaissance, I suppose. I'll just keep attacking here and there, and ultimately just drag the fighting away from where they're strong towards close to the base, where they're surprised enough weaker, and also let's just hold around there, and let's just basically bash them with their tanks and Stooks and so on there. So that's a very nice combat there for the Germans, very nice turnaround there. I think also very nice execute there by Dusty again. Some interesting moves as well. Again, the mechanized assault with the 222s and the 251 was interesting. Just, I think you should attack through here instead of just straight into the midst of it. Otherwise, you at least had some better reconnaissance before doing so. But still, some nice moves there, and the British again. Nice again, but too static in the end, and Warworm should have chosen a doctor. Now, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, if that was indecision or what. And CPUeasy just needs to know when to break off soon. I mean, he really wasted a lot of resources just keeping attacking there. They probably could have broken off to support his teammates sooner, and they'd probably also done a bit better there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you ideas for matches. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send me parts of feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Linking. Cheers, thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.